'Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
This journey looks to be a long one. What say we make things easier on ourselves by seeking an ox cart services?
'Tis as you say. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but curious thing.
Oh, I should tell you. There's a forgotten rift stone nearby. I found it beyond the rift. Shall we go there now?
Over here, if you please.
I'm all for smelling the roses, but just now, everyone has their own reasons for doing battle. Knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray.
Here! Strike with lightning on your side! Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
I shan't let them harm us.
Most impressive, master! People like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
Outstanding!
I am in your debt. Go on, take it. I'll not take no for an answer.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
So many choices. Glad I don't have to make them.
What's more, after we call on you to carry the burden of you light on my feet.
Come on!
I shan't allow any further harm.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Ah. Now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I should have to inform my own master.
Unless there's a point in it, I'm not interested. Maybe I'll buy myself a
Come
new
on!
suit.
Don't drag this out!
I'm going to introduce. Go on. Need a friend? Clearly not. Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
I knew you would prevail, Master.
A few more victories like that, and we'll have them running for the hills.
Outstanding.
I grant you lightning's fang!
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Cannot escape your fate any more than I.
Ensure your next attack is no less perfect. Thank you. Here. It is a token of my heartfelt gratitude. I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
I shan't let them harm you.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
You've been drugged. Dry off as soon as you can. You hold the enemy close, and I can strike them down.
Clear to me, you know what you're doing.
I've an inkling. This place will yield a rarity or two.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut the fiends down!
Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must defend the cargo. They're a tenacious lot. I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from.
And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
Take this. It is something
I was sure we were to meet an early end. Fortunate we are that you should find us when you did. My humblest thanks, sir.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Here we go again.
Give no quarter.
anything on your side.
So, the path splits here.
Let us examine each path carefully before we decide.
Further harm to come to you.
We've got the beast reeling. If we keep this up, we'll knock the feet right out from under it.
Focus to tackle ending foe.
Well done.
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? Eyes follow us wherever we go here. Oh, 'tis enough to make one jumpy.
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
By your leave, Arisen.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Aught you need of me?
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so.
What could he...
Aught you need of me?
Aught you need of me?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
What brings you here?
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer...
It is a letter most inscrutable, and I fear 'twill remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
What do you want?
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
I thought you might like this, so I picked...
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend the night. Of course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service, sir.
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned? How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell you. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on-hill.
No seen you about. You the outsider? My lord spoke of you. Come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
Whatever it is, I'll thank you to leave me out of it.
One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
You're gathering grimoires, eh? My lord told me. I happen to be in possession of the Veiled Tome, Owl in Blizzard. I'd even be willing to part with it. If you'd be willing to trade me Fulminous Shield, the magic Aegis for it, that is. What say you? Oh dear. Still haven't found it? Then I'm afraid I'll have to hold on to Owling Blizzard for the time being.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Don't bring trouble to my door, you hear?
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, you've made quite the discovery. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
Congratulations, Arisen. Acquiring a Maester's teaching is no mean feat. I could not be more thrilled for you.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, but he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial, so the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
As late as I used to anymore.
I'm in no mood for a chinwag, thank you.
This won't do.
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
How dare you? Not half bad!
Thank you, sir.
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
You're here. I've been waiting for you.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Well met, sir.
There's comfort in the hunt.
All you need of me?
This is the inn. Of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. As you like, sir.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Where are we off to next? I shall guide us to our nearest destination. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I can't quite put my finger on it, but aught's changed with this place. This way, if you please. A new destination.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens. There's a cave near here that you haven't explored yet. I found out about it in another world. Shall I show you?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
They're still let you go to waste. I shan't let them harm you.
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
My time. Will bandits find us?
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
are formidable, Arisen.
Wake stone, Arisen. It harbours the power to bring the back to life. Not nice to make beginners like this. You ought to keep it safe with your continuing. I've got a good feeling about this one. For all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward, and you're like to stumble ere long.
I grant you lightning spans! I will protect you.
That was hard won. Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again.
It was well worth the effort of breaking it. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
You must not let down our
Are we to remain here?
Well spotted. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here.
Wakestone shards are worth their weight in gold when one has enough of them to combine.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Did anyone else see that? Orc catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah. Now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I might just let you live.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Can't wait to find out what's inside.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
I understand the inclination. Camping is one of life's simple...
I shan't let them harm you.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Expected mercy.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit. Guess all that vim go to waste. Here, strike with lightning on your side.